Hi everyone, thanks for watching. I'm Lauren from Guthrie & Ganny, and in this video I'm going to be chatting to you about the brand new Guthrie & Ganny Sewing Society kit that we released in December 2022. Now, if you haven't heard of the Sewing Society kits before, let me give you a quick rundown. They are kits or boxes with everything in them that you need to make a really beautiful special garment. And we release 2 new patterns with everything that you need every month, and there's always a limited amount available, so it's just a specific certain amount for that month. There's always an option of 2 or 3, sometimes even 4 colour options, and once they're gone really. Those that are signed up to our newsletter do get first access to buy the kits when they go on sale, always on the first Wednesday of each month, and sometimes they do sell out really quickly. So one of the kits that we sold in December has gone already, unfortunately. It was the Noodle head making backpack, which I've got to show you here. We had it in 3 colours. We had it in the tan, in the navy, and then also in the olive as well. So we, unfortunately, as I said, we have sold out of those kits. They sold out on the first day, but we do have a few of the components left. We've got some of the fabric left, so you can buy them as individual items on the website. But yeah, unfortunately, we don't have everything to make full kits again. So the kit I did want to talk to you about, which we still have a limited amount left of, is the Megan Nielsen Hovea jacket. Now, this has been a super popular jacket. It's such a lovely, versatile style. It comes with lots of options and variations, and it is really a useful pattern to have. You can make winter options, summer options, loads of different types of fabric. But I think the fabric really is the star of this kit. It is some really extra special fabric. So we had 3 different colours to choose from. We had the mist grey or cam grey, we had the bottle green, this one here, and then we also had the khaki green as well. Now, in the pattern there is options to make a crop version, which is this one here, and then a mid-length version, which is what these 2 are, and then also a longer version. So the kit that we have available at the moment is either to make the cropped or the mid-length one. So it has enough fabric to make any of those variations. So there's 6 variations in total in the pattern, so we've given you enough to make 4 of them. And there's also an option on the collar as well. So you can either have this sort of band collar here, or you can go for the binding, which is just a bit of a sort of more simple look, and yeah, it's just got bias binding on the pockets and all the way around the edge as well. So inside the kit you get access to the PDF pattern files for the pattern. So when you purchase the kit, you get information on how to get them from the Megan Nielsen website. We also give you the A0 printout as well, so you're getting that full-sized copy of the pattern ready to go, but you can print it again in the future if you wanted to. You've got your PDF instruction book, and you can order that to be printed as an extra if you wanted as well. Then of course you've got your fabric, you've got the binding, so we give you enough binding to finish all of the internal seams as well. So it means that the inside of the coat has such a lovely clean finish to it. It looks really professional. And then if you did want to do the binding option, then we have got a little like add-on bundle for binding, because you need a bit of extra binding obviously to do that version there. And then we've given you 2 reels of Gutermann thread. You do go through quite a lot of thread in this project, because there's quite a lot of basting involved, just because of the type of fabric that it is. And then you've also got a packet of Prim Microtex needles as well, because this is quite a technical fabric. You need those sharp Microtex needles to sew with it. So the fabric itself is from the designer company called Mind the Maker, and the colour options that they always have in their fabric ranges are so sort of like trendy, like really fashionable colours, and I think I love them all. I can like really barely choose between the 3 that we have got in the kits here. They're so lovely. So the specific details of this fabric is that it's a double-sided fabric. It doesn't have a right and wrong side, because it's made up of 3 layers of fabric. So the 2 outer sides of fabric that you can see are exactly the same, and then inside you've got a polyester wadding. So that outside fabric that you can see, it is called a pongee fabric, specifically a 300T one, which means it's a 300 thread count. It means it's a very dense fabric that's quite a high thread count, and it has this sort of semi-matte finish, which is really nice. It's not sort of too shiny or anything. It does have water repellent properties. It's windproof because it's such a dense fabric as well. That wadding inside makes it nice and cozy. So surprisingly, for the sort of thickness that it is, it doesn't feel like really puffy or thick. It is actually quite warm, and it's also anti-static, and it is oil repellent as well. So it is quite a sort of special technical fabric. Now, I would say that it is quite tricky to work with in terms of that the fabric doesn't really have any ease or give in it. So when you're putting all your pieces together, you do have to sort of take your time with it a little bit more. But the video that comes with this kit, where I share all my top tips that I've sort of learned from experimenting and making all of these samples, will help you get a really lovely finish on your garment. So the video that does come with the kit does focus specifically on making the Hovea in this type of fabric, but you can get the video as a separate thing if you wanted to as well, but it does come with the kit as a standard anyway. Now, in terms of the sizing and pricing, it's split into two because there's two size ranges with the Hovea kit. So you've got the original size range, which is 0 to 18, and that covers a bust 32 to 46 inches, a waist of 24 to 38 inches, and hips of 34 to 48 inches. So inside that kit, there's 2.5 meters of fabric, 4.5 meters of binding, and that is £99.50. And then you've got the curve size range, which is sizes 14 to 32, and that is covering bust range 40 to 60 inches, waist of 32 to 52 inches, and hips of 42 to 62 inches. So you can just sort of choose what size bracket you want to go for, and then therefore how much fabric and binding that you get in the kit to make whatever version that you want to. And then if you wanted to get the additional binding to do that finish like we've got shown on the bottle green one here, that external binding, then you can buy a bundle for how much you need depending on what size bracket of kit that you've bought, and that bundle has got 20% off. The binding normally retails for £3.90 a metre, but when you buy it in that bundle, you get it at 20% off. So the overall sort of fit and style of the jacket, I would say, is oversized. Like, it's designed to be worn over a thicker cardigan or a jumper. So if I just pop this one on, I've got quite a thick cardigan on just now, quite a thick cozy cardigan, then you can sort of see the kind of style or the look that it has. It doesn't fasten at the front, so you can see the binding one just sort of meets in the middle. I made the size that corresponded to my measurements, and this is kind of the fit that it comes up as in. So it is designed to be a bit more oversized. Obviously you could size down if you wanted a little bit of a more fitted look, then you could do that. And then I'll show you what it looks like with the collar version as well. So yeah, this one I would say probably does overlap a bit more. But it's, it doesn't have any poppers or anything like that. It is sort of supposed to be worn kind of relaxed and a bit more open. Got these gorgeous, lovely, big, deep hemmed pockets. And then, yeah, as I said on the earlier, it's got that binding on the inside, which just finishes those raw edges on the inside really lovely and cleanly. It feels really nice and snug. I'm definitely getting quite warm trying all of these on inside just now. And then the khaki green version was in the cropped length. So this is like a slightly different style for this one. And then what we've also added on to here, which is an optional extra as well, is a little tie made out of the same binding. So the fabric itself is a bit chunky to make the tie, but we give you enough extra binding just to do that little tie there. So the pockets are a bit smaller, and this one is kind of a bit more cute, a bit more cropped. So it depends what kind of style you like, but I think this one's really lovely as well. I love the style of this. I think the little closure is really cute as well. And yeah, I don't know, I swear, sometimes I think this might be my favourite colour, and then other times I think it's the bottle green. But I do just love I don't know, I love them all. I'm biased, of course, but they are all really, really nice. So I hope you have enjoyed just having a little look at the kits and hearing all about them. If you haven't signed up to our newsletter yet, then I'll pop a link to that in the description of this video. I would really recommend signing up if you want to get first access to the kits when they're released, because as case in point here with the Making Backpack, it did sell out really quickly to those that had been signed up for the newsletter before it sort of goes on general sale. Now, depending on when you're watching this video, if you are ordering the Hovea kit, do just make sure that you check out the shipping time frame. If you live in the UK, I'm sure you know about all of the Royal Mail postal strikes that are happening at the moment, and it is causing quite a lot of disruption within the postal system. And we do also have a little bit of a delay on some of the fabric arriving for the kit as well, but all being well, things should be out before Christmas time. So yeah, as I said, depending on when you're watching this video and when you do order your Hovea kit, just check out that extra information on the shipping time frame at the bottom, just so that you know what to expect in terms of when to receive your kit. If you've got any questions at all, then do feel free to leave a comment below and I shall try to get back to you. You can always get in touch with the shop by phone or email as well, and the G&G team and I are always more than happy to help any queries or questions that you have got. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, then just remember to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on my next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!